Hi friends. Okay, so in this video, what I'm going to do is a walkthrough of the new Facebook design. So many of you have it, some of you love it, some of you like me are hashtag color me underwhelmed. Frustrated actually, because there's just so many changes that don't really seem to make a lot of sense, quite frankly, because you're looking for things in the top that used to be in the top, but now they're down the left. Why are they in the left? And vice versa. Stuff that was over here is now up here, and stuff that you used to use all the time is gone. And so it's just challenging. So here's what I'm going to do. A little walkthrough of the new Facebook design home newsfeed homepage, newsfeed page, then personal profile, business page, and groups. Okie dokie. Now, please comment if you have seen all kinds of other things that are bugs or not working, or just you found confusing, because I want to be able to see if we can get to the bottom of what's happening. So let's dive in. First up, we've got the homepage, and of course, big difference is in the white bar. Now, some of you like the dark mode. I am not a dark mode person. You can click it on here. Let me just move my video out of the way. I'll put myself down here for a moment, because the top, you got to see the top right as well, right? Because there you've got your messenger. I guess that's the create button now. That's the simple version. It's too much to put the word create. Now it's just a plus sign. Hello, Instagram for Business, playing automatically. Sorry, you need to pause. This little drop down arrow at the top right, that is where previously you were able to go and choose to switch back to classic. Right? And if you want to have the new Facebook, maybe you've got it there. You can click the drop down and see, you might see switch to new Facebook. But if you don't, then you don't have it yet. And like me, if you've been forced to switch to the new Facebook and you've no way of switching back, which happened to me a month ago, and then it suddenly came back, but now it can't. So just like a quick toggle, there's it. And I personally, I don't know. I don't know. I suppose maybe it feels better on the eyes. But, oh, hey, that's Leo. Hey, Leo, one of the founders of Buffer. See that? Oh, he's got a Lamborghini. No. Sorry, I can't do my Facebook Live. I'm down a rabbit hole checking out Facebook posts. Typical, right? So, I don't know. Maybe you like the black mode. Maybe the folks are black mode, dark mode, whatever you want to call it. So, I just prefer the light mode for some reason. And it's up to you. So, that's that. That's the top menu up there. All right, now... let me put myself back up here. And I find it just like, really, Facebook? So the menu up here, it's like, you will get used to Watch, right? The Watch platform. You must use Watch, Marketplace, Groups, and Gaming. I just think, what a waste of real estate. I don't want to use gaming. I don't really ever go to Marketplace, but I know like a billion people do, so... and I don't know, videos, they're really determined. Facebook and crew, want us to obviously get used to Watch. Over to the side here, you've got like, if I go see more, that's the same as on mobile. It's very much similar to mobile. And you've got all your different things here. Memories, if you're like, where did this go? Where did that go? You got friend lists, all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, we even got a link directly there to Creator Studio. Crikey, interesting. Okay, and then your shortcuts are to your own groups. Okay, so... and otherwise, I'm purposefully, actually, let me just double check that I'm on regular. Okay, that's even regular, because I do a +1, right? Command plus on my Mac, because I like just a tiny bit bigger font. That's very small font for my eyeballs. I usually wear my computer glasses at the screen though. So if I go, +1, that's one zoom. But otherwise, on a large, 27-inch iMac, that's a lot of wasted real estate. But I don't know, most people are going to use a smaller computer maybe, who knows. All right, so let's go over to my profile. And I just clicked my name up in top right. I know my camera's on top of it. One of the first things you're going to do, working from top down, is your cover image will be misaligned. And so one of the first things you're going to want to do is hit Edit Cover Photo and click Reposition. Whoops, can you see that? Yeah, click Reposition. And that, depending on what you have up here, because I don't know, this was a dimensions that was right for the previous one, but this is where it was. When it first switched over, it was like that, where the top part was cut off. So you hit, you go to, as if you're going to change it, And then, let me move myself down there. I'm just going to leave myself down there because the top right seems to have everything up to the top right. So move it to where you want it and get it so you can just about see it. See, it's not even quite right. Now the word people's cut off a bit, but people can see that. And then hit just save changes. Now the weird thing is that even just adjusting it, repositioning it, I noticed, I think I did this yesterday, the day before. If I hit refresh, I think it pushes it out. Yeah, look at that. For some reason, I'm just going to go, that literally went out into the news feed. Just a little adjustment. Mari updated her cover photo a minute ago. Good grief. I'm going to hide for timeline. I don't need that out there. All right, coming down, you can see your picture's now right smack in the middle. You got a blue line around it, means you've got an active story. I kind of like this where, you've got your, whatever you want to put there, your slogan, your motto, your bio, whatever you want to put there. It's very limited characters. I forget the exact amount. I've got 2 characters remaining in there. And then pretty much everything for the most part on the profile is fairly in the same place, right? We've got nothing on, and it's my brain's going, wait, what was the previous design like? Didn't we have stuff down the left-hand side? It is quite nice and clean, right? It's fairly nice and clean, and everything's pretty standard there as it was before. I will say one quick thing that you may or may not have noticed, which you can do on the old design as well, is this grid view. Now I think this is really interesting because this is only for you. You cannot see grid view on somebody else's profile, but you on your own profile can look at your content, your post, your wall post, list view or grid view. And I'm like, what is the purpose of grid view? Does anybody know? I mean, truly, what is the purpose of grid view? I don't know. Maybe just to see things quicker if you're looking for something. But my best guess, friends, is that this could be a sneak peek of what the Facebook feed maybe might look like as a blend at some point. If Facebook ends up doing that thing that they tested on both Facebook and Instagram not long ago, they tested out the combo, the blend of stories and feed posts, both Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, they were like, whoops, daisy, that was the test we didn't mean to do. Yeah, right. Adam Mosseri is tweeting like, whoops. But I do feel that because the stories format is so, we have to refresh every 24 hours. Don't have to, but that's just how it works. So they're constantly creating new ad inventory, right? There's plenty of space for ads in stories given the volume that we keep putting out there. There's 500 million active users on Instagram stories every day, and the same on Facebook and Messenger stories combined. 500 million. It's extraordinary. So big captive audience, right, on stories. So who knows? Maybe that grid view will be a thing we'll see at some point. Okay, so that's probably enough on the profile. Let's hop over to my page. I'm just going to click right here because I've got it tagged. And you always want to check that. It's a little tip for you. If you're going through your profile anyway, old design, new design, make sure that your page is properly connected and tagged as you put it in under like your employer, or like if you're self-employed or whatever company you work for, make sure your page is there. You'll hit right here, edit details. Okay. Click my page. This is probably, quite frankly, one of the biggest differences. The profile, not so much. Newsfeed a little bit, but the page, still really trying to get used to it. So you still got the exact same static menus. Wherever you go on Facebook, you're going to have the same menu, exactly the same as before when we had the blue bar, right? It was blue. Now it's white. But let's see if we can go dark mode again, just so you can see, okay, here's what the page looks like. I don't know. Maybe I'll try dark mode for a while and see if I can get used to it. But that's probably one of the biggest changes, or is the biggest change, right? Other than the jiggly-piggledy layout. All right, let's go down here. Left side. Notice everything on the left used to be on the top right here. Oh, I'm sorry, that was up here. That's why it's down there. It's the new static menu, pushing watch, pushing marketplace, making groups and gaming, right? Those four, you can tell where Facebook wants us to focus. Video, they've been focusing on video first for like a couple of years. Marketplace, groups, and Zuck said like a year ago that they would put more emphasis on groups in the new design. By the way, this new design is called FB5, 5 being the number, the fifth time that Facebook's introduced a major design change. Okay, so that's where you're like, where did this go? Where did that go? Everything that was on the top is now on the left. And similarly, everything that was on your actual page menu, including like your apps and groups and everything, right? Your own custom tabs, whatever it might be, is now on the top above like your wall, right? And so there's no longer one called post. I used to navigate to post all the time because I just wanted to, when I was scrolling down here, I'm like, I want to bypass all this other stuff. But you no longer need to. There's no posts tab because this is kind of a cool change. I'm looking at this as myself. And so I see, where you used to see insights and then you'd see photos and then videos and then reviews and then this and that and the other. And then finally you get down to posts. And so now it goes post right away, or you can pin a post and then your next post. And let me view as visitor. And I recommend you do this when you got the new design, because you'll see it, because obviously that whole left-hand menu that's just for you has gone away. I did find with the cover image, I didn't seem to do any adjusting over there, different from the profile. And you just want to look and see that everything's kind of laid out and making sense how you like it for your visitor. Then you go up top right, just exit the view as, go back to what I was looking at here. Now, fortunately, all my numbers are up in green right now. They aren't always, like many of us here. It's depressing when they go into the red. It's all psychology, right? You will get more numbers. Give us more money. Promote this out. But anyway, that's probably up here. You'll get used to where your own buttons are, right? There's your groups. There's your live. I kind of like those. Your videos, so on and so forth. And then notice it's pushing you right here to Creator Studio. We'll come to that in a moment. Anything else in here I want to show you? Oh, yeah, big one. Well, big one. First of all, something that's kind of odd. Let me put my camera right there. Something that's kind of odd is these little guys right here. Do you see that? Little purple and blue quotation marks, one related. This showed up for me in the last couple of days. I'm like, what exactly is that? I see that. I'm going to come down here. I don't see in those two posts. Oop, I see on this post, two related. This is a totally different subject. So I'm like, okay, that other one was hashtagged. I don't know what this is. I actually put a screenshot in my Social Scoop group and here's one more right here. So what happens there? It's clickable. The little icon is clickable and the two related or whatever related. But this is something you're going to see a lot of in the new Facebook. It's crazy making where Facebook's like, oh, it's not available, or this feature isn't available in the new design, hit the back button and switch back to classic, even if you can't. So I just thought that was interesting. I don't know what that thing is, but we'll keep an eye on it. But back to the thing I was telling you, which I'm really frustrated is missing. I think this has got to be a bug. This post here does not show me my share counts. So from forward facing to the admin. It's not public facing to viewers or to your public, to your audience, obviously. So admins can see your reach and your engagements, but I'm like, where's my shares? My shares are now lumped into engagements, but I do see shares on a video post. There's shares there. There's shares on a text with no media. There's no shares on a link post. That other one was a link post. Here's shares on a image post, and then I want to get down to one more. This is a big major one with a lot of reach. Yeah, this one I announced on July 1st with the hashtags. Again, no shares. So I'm going to open this one up. As the admin, you know how you can click it and then you click into, now you're looking at your metrics. Even in this view, friends, this is what I'm like, seriously, Facebook, where's my shares? Don't you dare lump them all together, you monkeys. Okay, likes, comments, and shares, you're going to put them all together. I've got reach, I've got clicks, feedback. We know all that. Don't ever get too hung up on that. That just means that people have gotten tired of seeing your content, or maybe they're not your audience. Look, why do we need this twice? 5908 likes, comments, shares, and there it is again. Branded content would be if you had the handshake icon, right, where you actually got a partner. Total reach, total impressions, and nowhere can I see my shares. I tried even go like if I click on the timestamp, and now you've kind of got like this. Actually, can I see them this way? Yeah, I can. 852 shares right there. So I can see them if I break them down like that on the individual post. Otherwise, not viewable. It's crazy. I don't get it. That one, oh, now we're getting all the comments in this view. Strange, stranger than strange. So I think we're going to see a lot of these kind of little quirky features where we're like, wait, what? Where did this go? Where did that go? So that's pretty much everything over here. Let's see, one thing that went away. I told you about the post. I'm not too worried about post because now this is the post right there. But remember, immediately under the cover image, or right here, basically, under the cover image on the lower right, you had an area there that was called Our Story. Do you remember that? It said Our Story, and you could put a nice header image. It was basically like in the notes format, really pretty Our Story image, and you could put all kinds of formatted text, just like they have it in groups. And by the way, that's coming to profiles. I've seen it in some countries with that formatting, different headings, bullets, bold, italic, all the formatting is coming to profiles. But we had that on, and you've had that in notes for a long, long time. But that Our Story section just vanished. So, little tip for you. If you do not yet have the new Facebook design, you might want to just hop into that Our Story section and make sure you've copied it and saved it somewhere. Because if it just vanishes and you're like, where'd it go? I really want to use that somewhere else on your site or whatever, or your page. So do that, save that, because it'll be going away unless it's just a temporary thing. Now then, over on the left, you can easily click the down arrow, and again, pop my camera over here, and just right there is good. So it's kind of nifty that all the pages you manage are going to just drop down right here, and then Facebook's going to have you go and check out your ads, and okay, you got your inbox there, shop if you have it. Right to Creator Studio in the same link. It doesn't open a new link. So now you've left your page and you're in Creator Studio. You can do right click and open a new link if you want. But in fact, let me leave that open just for a sec. I'm going to come back to it because anything else in here? Let's see, manage jobs, notifications that's your page notifications versus up the top right notifications. You got your insights here. Publishing tools is pretty much most everything's moved into Creator Studio, right? So you can see all that. Everything's all moved over here. If you're looking for anything, it's going to be in here. You've got your settings is there as well. That's all moved. So let me go back to Creator Studio because one thing I found, I went to edit a Facebook Live that I did, and it would not let me edit it, right? When you go right here, I can go edit post. It's glitchy, right? And it opens up, and you recognize the usual one. And I went to add some things. I had to put my branded partner in, and with boosted by Lightricks, and my tags, right, and pick the thumbnail I wanted. I did all that, but you know what? Some of you may have seen this. The save button, it wouldn't light up. I could not click the save button. So I thought, okay, Facebook, if that's not going to work for me in the regular new design, I'm just going to go over to Creator Studio. So I went to Creator Studio, and sure enough, that's a hot tip for you. Go to Creator Studio, and then you're going to open it up over here. Okie dokie. You just click on it. Click on the video you want or the post you want. If you're having any issues in the new Facebook design, you'll be able to do some editing right here, edit post. And it looks the same, right? You're like, well, that's exactly the same where you were, Mario, no? Yeah, but it's inside Creator Studio. And for some reason, it worked there. So if you're having issues doing editing, especially lives, thumbnails, anything like that, go ahead and edit it inside Creator Studio. All right, so I think that is pretty much it in terms of the changes on the page. It takes a little bit getting used to, but it's not too bad. I will tell you, probably for me, the thing that I found almost excruciatingly frustrating when I was setting up a brand new Facebook group is what Facebook's done with groups. So let me see. Actually, I'll just click there, groups. You can go there. And so you've got your feed. This is kind of interesting. This is a new thing. This is a new thing where it's got me live right now. I'm doing this broadcast into a group. So it's got, you got your group feed, which is kind of nice. It's a whole separate group feed. Again, remember I said they were going to put emphasis on groups for a long time. It's got all your groups here. You can discover groups, right? They really want you to join groups, create groups, all kinds of fun things. Nice layout, not too bad. That's kind of nice there. You can just join it right from here. And then let's see, I'm going to go into this, my new group for the boosted video challenge. Okie dokie. So let me just make myself about the right size there. And immediately, like this was all set up and everything was perfect. And then the new design just took over, and this is now the wrong dimensions. And I had dimensions that totally worked for a long time with other groups on it, because you want it so it shows nicely on mobile and desktop. But this is now needs to be adjusted, because even when I go in, and same thing you can do here, like I showed you on the profile, you can go edit and then reposition, and I can get this to where I want it, but it's not quite, like something's going to be chopped off. And partly the reason is because when you link your page, it puts another little line there. So I can go like that and hit save changes, but you see how it's overlaid this line when you have the group by. And a lot of changes here. That this is, to me, like I mentioned, one of the most crazy making changes, because now you're like, wait, is it in this menu? Is it that menu? Where did this go? Where did that go? And especially like me, if you've chosen to have groups where you're acting as your page, right? So if you've linked your Facebook page to one of your groups, and where it used to be in the top left, super obvious of where to go ahead and act between your page or your profile, right? You could just a super click and switch, and you're like, where did that go? And I was going bonkers the other night because I posted something as my personal profile, and then I went to edit it, and I was like, okay, no, actually I want to make a post as my page, and I couldn't find it, but it's right here. Not obvious, right? It's like the team that made the new design were all for minimal. Like I say, this top here. Why put the word create when you can just put a plus sign and everybody will know what that is? But here it is right here, and it does have a wee drop down arrow, so you can kind of see that, right? Just make sure I put my camera out of the way. You can definitely see it. I'm going to do the +1 again so we can zoom in just a bit more. But you can see, right, and even when you hover over it, see how it says interacting as. I'm interacting as my page. I can also recognize that that's my page image that I use, and even when I hover over it, right? But so that's how you do it. You click the little drop down like that, and it's going to show you right there. Choose interact, and that's it. Quick toggle. Boom. All right. So that was an important one to know. Now, some people have been reporting they've had issues with units. I haven't done units yet in this page, profile. But let me look at one of my other groups. And this is kind of nifty here. So I'm in this group, and I can just click the drop down right here. And like I want to go to another group. Oh, I can't open a new window. So thanks, Facebook. But the units are working fine. I was going back and looking at some other groups that I have. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, see, anybody's seen this too, right? Additional features coming soon. It'll literally, you've got an invitation right here to go back to Classic. But this happened to me the other day, and no, I could not go to back to Classic. So, but some folks, like I say, you've had some issues with units. I do like that there's a separate tab for announcements. That's kind of cool. One thing I noticed with members that was frustrating to me was I couldn't sort by like date joined, right? There was a way to sort everybody, and I just find that missing. It's like members with things in common, see all, then you got your pages, so on, and then you got new to the group. But let's see if I go, this is see all members near you. Wow, members near you. Members with things in common, friends. Admins and moderator. It's just you got the see all button, so it's like as I'm scrolling down and going see all. Wait, am I seeing all? Okay, so I'm going to see all the members I have something in common with. Wait, I just want to see all the members. Okay, there they are down here, and so no, but you know what? It says new. Oh, it is my bad. I do see it there, right there. This is where previously we could sort by joined. These are sorted by how recently they came in. Okay, they're sorted in chronological order. So the newest at the top. So that's there. And also, didn't I see invited? Yes. So remember there was another area where you could see who was invited. So you could click into that. And then remember how you can only send one reminder. right? You can send one reminder. That's a kind of a new thing that Facebook introduced not long back, which is kind of cool. I like that one. Then in invites is same. You just invite friends there. All right, so that's all the same. But all this stuff over on the left, mostly it was all, remember, kind of under settings or something. Yeah, I think it was under like that little down arrow where you had to go. You know what I mean? But then also, yeah, everything in here, education center, no, that's just whatever, moderation, settings, blah, blah, blah. It's all up here. Post topics. You can add your topics. This is a very new group, so we haven't done some of the standard things. Member requests is right here. They're all, oh, there, man, you can still sort them by the different types, the requests. Okay, so that's good. That feature is there. It's quite obvious. But one last thing when we're talking about groups is posts. So if you're going to go and you're like, where did the notes go? I want to make a note. And it's these 3 wee dots. Those are your friends. Wherever you go on Facebook, often is the 3 little dots. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. A nice bug. You're going to see that coming up from time to time. And it is create doc. Add a file as if you're uploading something, write a PDF, but there's your doc. Watch party, there's all your different things you can do in here. Let's say you want to create a doc though. And that should pop up. There she goes. Now, this is, I really like this. It's a great feature of groups. And you can put a nice cover up here, title, and then you got all the formatting. Cool. Woohoo. So, and I just click on it, right? This is how it works in groups. And like I mentioned, it's coming to profiles. Heading 1. You just hover over it. Heading 2, bold and underlined. Maybe I want it to put a link in there. Or I might want to make it back out over here, the little paragraph mark. I want to make it in quote. You can bold, underline, bold, or not, right? You can insert, you can just paste. You can just paste an image and you can embed and allow people to edit it or not. That's not new to the new design, but it's just a great feature for groups. And leave that. Phew, I think, my friends, that is it. That's a full walkthrough of everything. It just takes a little bit of getting used to in terms of what went where. There's a certain feature that I used to use, and it's so funny when something is just like taken away from you, and where you always did it that way for years, and all of a sudden you're like, wasn't there a thing that used to do that? Yeah, I'm not losing my mind. Where did that go? So, phew, that's it, friends. Got any questions? Let us know. I hope you're enjoying the new Facebook. Like it or lump it. Hashtag resistance is futile. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would definitely recommend that you make good use of Creator Studio for your page post if you're not already. Create post, super duper easy to use, and also for Instagram, exact same kind of format, because there you've got everything sitting right there as we were just looking at all these different options for making posts in groups, right? And where you schedule it, if you hadn't known before, let me point the right way, opposite way of the camera, but down where my cursor is. So share now, and then it's not obvious, right? You're like, where did schedule go? But you click the share now, and you can schedule right there. Okie dokie. And let me just come out of there, discard, and just make sure, in case you don't know, Instagram, love it. So cool to schedule on Instagram, right? Great post, feed or IGTV, pick your pleasure. Off you go over here. And one kind of cool thing is that you can do at mentions. Examiner, spell it right. Social Media Examiner. And I start typing Facebook or whatever, anything you want, whatever you're putting in there, and all of that drops in. Okay. Plus, did you hear the news? Instagram has finally brought hard returns. No need to write your captions like this. You can now just do a regular hard return. Woo-hoo, this rocks. So I need media. So let's just pretend I'm going to upload something. I'm going to upload. Let me just grab something that I had over here. That'll do. And so down here again, similarly, you think where's schedule, but you click the wee down arrow next to publish, and there's your schedule, and you pick your schedule. So it's super awesome. And guess what? Scheduling, the ability to schedule stories is coming, and even to create stories. We have seen it with our own eyes. My good folks in the Social Scoop group, there's some mock-ups in some countries, not mock-ups, but it's for real. They're getting this feature where they've been able to create a Facebook story in the Creator Studio and schedule it. So that's cool. I know, if you like doing them on desktops, no big deal, right? Okay, that's it for now, my friends. Have a blessed rest of your day, and keep on enjoying the journey and try to focus on what's good about this. There's always something to be grateful for. Take care. See you soon.